106.7 KROQ. It is Weenie Roast. I am Stryker, Haley, Zach, Taylor. Paramore is here.
Hi.
Yo. Holy mackerel. Thank you for playing the show.
Thanks for having us.
Haley, when is the last time you did a show this big? Like 2 weeks ago, a month ago?
Oh, years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
And are there nerves when you play a show, whether it's a small one or a big one or not?
Yeah, whether it's small or big, I mean, for me personally, yes. But today, we were just talking about it. Today feels extra strange because it's like it's really stepping out of the bubble again, you know? And we keep getting a little bit further out of it, but this is like all the way out.
And do you mean further out of the bubble because of the style of music you're playing or the more fans you have in 2017? You can expand. Anyone can expand on that.
Well, I mean, we've honestly also just been in the studio and we've just been like literally in our own cave, like bubble. So I think coming out in front of people again and with a new sound and with having Zach back, which has actually been the best part of it all. Yeah, it's just getting our sea legs again, you know?
And Zach and I are celebrating a birthday on the same day very soon, on June 4th. Yes, congrats to you too. We are Geminis.
Wow, good job, y'all.
We are lovely men.
Great.
I'm curious, Taylor, when you go make a record, is there a huddle up of the band like, guys, let's go for this? Or do you just get in the room and kind of things happen organically? How did that go down?
Yeah, I think it was more of an organic thing, you know, and most of the writing, it was really just me and Haley in the band. So our huddle was just us talking. So, you know, I think it was really like I would just write whatever I could musically and whatever Haley liked, she'd try to write too. And when Zach came back in, I think he already kind of saw the vibe we were going for, and it was a pretty organic thing, but, you know, it was definitely, since it was such a new direction, I think it took us some time, you know.
And is there this direction, which is incredible? After Laughter is so good.
Thank you.
It's so good, and I know I'm not the only one saying that. People put it on track one, it's like, holy cow. But is it hard to put out in 2017? I mean, everyone has matured quite a bit and all this. Is it harder to put something out because maybe you feel like you're being judged more?
Yeah. I mean, in a way, I feel like I'm better, at least with lyrics, at saying stuff to a bunch of people than saying stuff to one person. So, and that's always been a blessing and a curse for me. It's a cathartic process for me when we're writing. But I mean, in terms of the sound and it changing and us wanting to do different things and wanting to do things that really inspire us right now,
yeah.
I don't think any of us have any bones about that at all. We're pretty confident about, you know, this is just who we are, and we're excited to show people that, you know, and then there's stuff to get used to with like having your diary read by the world.
That's right.
Yeah.
Taylor, I just want to geek out on the song Fake Happy a little bit.
Yeah.
Musically, do you mind sharing just like your thought on that, the first thought that comes to mind when you hear that song title? I love that song.
Oh, man, yeah. A lot of these songs start, like I'd woken up and I made coffee and I like went over to my piano. I have a piano. I can't play it well, but I have one, and I literally just went da 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 da, and that was kind of just the start of it. So I think when I hear about, it's crazy to see this whole thing done, but then remember like the tiny, like the
Where it started.
Yeah, the infancy of it, you know. So it's really cool that people are connecting to it, like when you just kind of wake up and scratching your butt and drinking coffee, and it's cool.
And nerds like me are totally gravitating towards that song.
Yeah,
just like that.
Zach, what about the cohesion of the band? How is it feeling, everybody together? Not necessarily in the studio, but live show now.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's really surreal. I mean, it started in the studio, obviously, you know, where I like rejoined them, but live is like where we all come alive, I think, you know. And I was gone for like almost 7 years, and then, you know, so the first show back was in our hometown, and it was just like, oh, you know, all the you know, recording and video stuff and all that, photo shoots, it's like, this is what we do. I forgot, because it just been, you know, the record, you know, lining up. And dude, it just feels, it's like the best it's ever been. It just feels awesome. We're just like not little immature kids anymore. We're just immature adults. Which is
true.
cool.
Haley, strong the career has been for over 10 years. And I know bands, and you do too, that came out 10 years ago, and they thought they were so good. They thought, and they were. And maybe the work ethic wasn't there, who knows, and they're not really doing anything anymore. And you guys are stronger than ever. Is this something that you think about it all? Is it?
Yeah.
What's your take on
Yeah,
that?
every day. It's a blessing to play music at all. I always feel like, whenever I have these really beautiful moments where I actually realize what we do, it's a very spiritual thing for me. I feel like we're sort of like resident artists of Earth. Like this is what we get to do with our time here, and I just feel, I feel like we're more grateful now because we're in a good place and we've kind of gotten through some really weird, pretty epic shit, and now it's kind of like we just do what we do and we're just ourselves and kind of can relax into that a bit. It's really nice. It's a new feeling.
To set the scene, if you're just listening to us right now, we're in a hallway. It's a good-looking set we're in, but
There's
the
a lot of
acoustics
good-looking
may not.
people.
A lot of good-looking people,
Yeah.
mostly to my left.
Hey.
On the sofa. Yeah, the security guard right there. But on that note, I know you're going to play here at the main stage in a few minutes. Congratulations on the entire career. And now the three, here are you together, back together. And
Yeah,
thanks for
Stooges.
playing Weenie Roast.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah,
We're
for
really
real.
excited, man.
Congratulations. I listened to the CD. It feels like, oh my God, I'm 1989, but I'm going to 2022 at the same time.
All right.
Great.
They are Paramore, everybody, and I'm Stryker, and this is the KROQ Weenie Roast Backstage. Thank you again.
Thank you.